Aiko hurried home, her steps quick and wary. As the thick fog rolled in, it clung to the streetlights, creating an almost palpable presence. Shadows danced everywhere, playing tricks on her mind. Clutching her books tightly, Aiko felt each step echo on the empty sidewalk, amplifying her solitude. A chill ran through her, and it wasn't just from the cold air. The fog seemed almost sentient, watching her every move. She glanced over her shoulder. Nothing there, just the fog, twisting and turning in the night. Her heart pounding in her chest, Aiko picked up her pace. The streetlights buzzed overhead, casting an eerie glow, while the fog swallowed the sound of her footsteps. Regretting her decision to stay late at the library to finish her project, she now found herself alone on this foggy, deserted street. A shiver ran down her spine. She just wanted to be home. Suddenly a figure emerged from the fog. It was a woman, tall and slender. Aiko slowed down, her eyes narrowing as she eyed the stranger. The woman wore a long trench coat, and a surgical mask covered her face. That wasn't unusual. Many people wore masks, but something about this felt wrong. "Excuse me," the woman said, her voice soft, almost a whisper. Aiko stopped, a nervous feeling washing over her. The woman moved closer. "I need to ask you something," she continued, her voice closer now. Aiko could see her eyes, dark and intense, staring right through her. Aiko's fear grew as the mysterious woman stood just a few feet away. The woman stopped right in front of Aiko, the streetlight casting a sickly yellow light on her masked face. Aiko's breath caught in her throat as the woman slowly removed her mask, revealing her true horror. Aiko gasped. The woman's mouth was a grotesque gash, stretched ear to ear in a horrifying grin. "Do you think I'm beautiful?" the woman hissed, her voice raspy and chilling Aiko to the bone. Aiko stumbled back, fear paralyzing her, as the woman, known as Kuchisake-onna, took a step closer. Her hand emerged from her coat pocket, holding a large pair of shears that glinted ominously under the streetlight. Aiko knew she had to think fast. Aiko's mind raced. She remembered an old legend, Kuchisake-onna, the Slit-Mouthed Woman, a spirit who asked this terrifying question. There had to be a way out, a way to survive. Her eyes darted around, searching for anything. Then she saw it, a small candy in her bag. "Do you like candy?" Aiko stammered, her voice trembling. She slowly pulled out the candy. Kuchisake-onna stared at her, the shears still in her hand. Aiko tossed the candy. It landed a few feet away. Kuchisake-onna hesitated. She glanced at the candy, then back at Aiko. It was her chance. Aiko didn't waste it. She sprinted away, her backpack bouncing against her back. Aiko didn't stop running. She didn't look back. The sound of her own footsteps was deafening. She could feel the presence of Kuchisake-onna behind her. Finally, she saw her house. Light spilled from the windows, a beacon in the fog. She fumbled with her keys. Her hand shaking, Aiko burst through the door. She slammed it shut behind her, the sound echoing in the quiet house. She leaned against the door, gasping for breath. Safe for now, but out there, the fog still swirled, Aiko could almost hear the whisper of Kuchisake-onna's question on the wind. Aiko never forgot that night. The terror, the chilling question. It lingered in her mind, a constant shadow. The legend of Kuchisake-onna was real. She learned that the legend was born from fear. Fear of the unknown, of violence, of the darkness that lurks within society. The Slit-Mouthed Woman, a reflection of these anxieties. Kuchisake-onna became a cautionary tale, a reminder to be careful, to be wary of strangers, to never let your guard down, especially not on foggy nights. The legend endured, passed down through generations, a whisper in the dark, a reminder that even in the bustling city, some fears never fade.